The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not too not familiar. It's a new craze. Hey, good girls, do you wanna just say, hey, I wanna? Just say, hey, I wanna.
Live from the floor of Comic-Con, it's My Brother, and Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm Marmaduke.
I'm Naruto. Is that a thing?
Yeah, you're Naruto, I'm Marmaduke. Travis, who are you cosplaying as?
Beetle Bailey.
Oh man!
Oh, man.
Travis won it.
Sarge is back on the case. He's going after Trav again.
Travis has actually mashed up Beetle Bailey and Big Bad Beetleborgs, which everyone knows we're all about. It's basically Beetle Bailey, but in a robot bug suit.
It's Big Bad Beetle Bailey.
Yeah.
If this is supposed to be a comic convention, there should be way more stink lines floating around this place. That's all I can think is, like, if this were a comic book, you wouldn't even be able to see the signs. You wouldn't be able to navigate the floor.
You're talking about, like, Pigpen-esque stink lines.
Pigpen, stink...
PU flies.
I think there should be more PU flies. I think if you wanted to cosplay something, you should just have visible stink lines emanating from your body. Because come on, man. Look at yourself. Hey,
That's a slippery slope, though, because if I ever went to Comic-Con, I would just walk around and just be like, oh, your PU lines. Oh, your stink lines. Oh, no? You just kind of... That's just the stink of the con.
We're not actually there, but we can... through the magic of audio and imagination, we can be there.
I'm really happy to see all of the Kevin James cosplayers this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bet Kevin James is there. I bet he's dressed up like the fattest Doctor Who.
Yeah, it shouldn't be tough to find a fat guy at Comic-Con. Let's just all keep an eye peeled for him.
Doctor Who Took My Lasagna, starring Kevin James.
Doctor Who moved my beef butter sandwich. I'm starving. Doctor Who could ever love a man they can't put their arms around? That's a pretty good cosplay. Comic-Con cosplayer. So this is obviously an advice show for the modern era. I am your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I am your middleest brother, Travis McElroy.
I'm your youngest brother, Griffin McElroy.
Griffin, who's transported, coming to you for the first time, in beautiful Austin, Texas.
Such a lovely city. So lovely, so arid. I love how arid it is.
Is everything Adobe?
Everything is Adobe, Photoshop, and Premiere and Sound Booth. So
that sounds nice.
It's a little software joke for everybody. Hope you enjoyed it.
You can expect much more of that in the hour to come. Griffin, you said it was arid. So with your blonde hair and blue eyes, you must be fitting in really well.
That's not what that word means, but it's close.
You kept saying, I really want to move there. It's arid, and then you would wink, and I wouldn't understand. But now I think I finally get it.
So you might call it the master state, and I would wink again, and they'd be like, well, now you're just... Everyone knows.
I'm not even being clever anymore. Hey, let's get into some advice. I've got the best group of friends. Problem is, they're all guys. Did I mention I'm a girl?
You didn't. You didn't. You just wrote that. That's 2 sentences in. You know you
two
didn't.
2 sentences deep. You didn't know? Of course you're a girl. It said right there. And you knew that going in. And this question's a trick. I'm not sure I want to read. Like, what other surprises does she have in
the
store?
twist. I'm a girl. Follow me. I
feel like she's wilding out.
Oh, you think it's a punk situation where the rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper. Well, let's see. I've always gotten along better with the opposite gender, but I'm getting sick of all the testosterone. I really need some female friends in my life, but don't know where to start. What's the best way to make some girlfriends without appearing desperate? That's from Tired of the Sausage Fest.
Who the fuck do you think we are?
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you think that we have any wisdom to impart to you in this particular situation?
You could, like, braid each other's hair, get manicures, and
but you gotta find someone to braid first. You can't just walk up to.
No, you can just do a drive-by. You can do a drive-by braiding.
Let me see those locks. We're gonna be real good friends.
We're gonna get real close. Let's go get our nails did. Getting your nails did is good because
Can you just open a nail salon and then befriend your
Ooh,
patrons?
that could be that could work out really well. Just
But that's you don't have to open up a small business to make friends.
that's true. That's quite an investment on something that may not pan out. Maybe
Go to the gym, join like a spinning class or something.
the problem is like I don't know how if I knew how to meet girls.
Yeah.
Like if you can crack that particular case, then we'd have something. But I how does anybody meet a girl? I don't know. I don't remember how I met my wife. I just knew her, and then we were wed.
I believe I've always known her.
Yeah,
She just was.
she just was, and then I married her. But I do not remember. I don't think we actually met. I don't think I've ever met a girl. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever met one.
I would say that I think that making new friends, no matter what gender, kind of follow the same rule of thumb as trying to find like a boyfriend or girlfriend or romantic relationship, which is if you go out looking for it, you're going to scare all of them away. Mm-hmm. You know, if you roll up and you start a conversation with a girl at, you know, Starbucks or something, and you're like, so can we like hang out and be best friends and stuff? She is not going to want to hang out with you ever again because you are scary.
I don't think this listener would do that, Travis, what you just said. I don't
Well,
think.
she asked, you know, how to do it without appearing desperate. And I think, you know, you build slowly the same way you do any relationship. You know, you hang out a couple times, you make plans, anything like that. Just, you know, if you meet someone and they seem fun and, you know, you would like to hang out with them more, just ask them.
I feel like you should just embrace the situation you have now. I feel like you could have a real Queen of the Nile situation on your hands if you play your cards right.
Oh, really? Sort of like a waited on hand and foot, queen of the boys type situation.
Like carried around town on a palanquin. Like I think that this would all be really, really good.
Don't any of these guys have girlfriends or sisters or anything? that
Oh,
you
that's a
should be
good
friends
connection.
with?
Yeah.
Or moms.
Or moms. Moms are
Well-
great friends. With their they've got a lot of good stories. They have those jeans
Sure.
that look like that.
This sucks. We don't have I don't know any girls. I'm almost certain that they don't exist.
This is one of those things, though, where we get that question all the time. How do I make friends? I don't know. What's your skill set? Like, what... You know,
I need to know something about you. What are you bringing to the table?
Yeah, what are you funny? Or maybe you're really smart? Or you're rich? What are your strengths that are going to draw people into you?
Because there's only three, and they're funny, smart, or rich. So which are you? Which
Or
skills
super
tree are you?
attractive. Fourth,
Yeah.
super attractive is the other one. Maybe you have this army of guys that follows you around that can lift heavy things for them and help them move and stuff.
Why don't you send those guys out like birds of prey and say, "Go bring me some women."
Fetch me women, men. I think we've probably constructed a far different relationship between her and her male friends than I don't.
It's kind of a hive mind thing here. With
Yeah,
her as the
right.
queen.
We've established her as quite the queen bee. I'm not sure it rolls out just like that, but I think asking them like trying to hang out with like if they got a sister or a mom or something. I think that's actually a pretty good play. You know, meeting people through people is always easier than making that initial connection.
Everybody has a hip aunt.
Everybody's got a cool Aunt Julie. A lot of my friends and also my brother are trying to tell me to live with my fiancée before we are married. I don't like that idea because I'm trying to follow the biblical teaching on the situation, and I've told them this on many occasions. Could you please help me with this?
Yeah.
Mike, well,
Oh,
Mike,
we're gonna-
for people trying to live a biblical lifestyle, you've certainly come to the right program. Let me walk you through what my Bible says. Of course, my Bible is the hit gift book, the Bro Code, based on the hit television show How I Met Your Mother. This is supposedly written by Barney Stinson, but I'm pretty sure they had a workshop of ghostwriters. That's my Bible, and my Bible says, just go for it, bro.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it says in my Bible. Just live with her, and then they've got like a picture of Barney from How I Met Your Mother, and he's just sort of sitting He's kind of winking at the camera, but you kind of know what he's saying.
Is he wearing a suit, perchance?
Yeah, he is. He has suited up. I think is how you would say it. It's a great gift book. It's available for $14.99 at your local. Well, not Borders, but
Spencer's.
Spencer's gifts.
Spencer's is filling the Borders void now. They're just selling. They're selling literature and blow up fuck dolls. Is their two?
I don't think that Spencer sells blow up fuck dolls.
Oh yeah, they do.
They do, but as goofs.
Yeah.
They're not like sexy blow up fuck dolls. They're like Queen Elizabeth. Like, get it?
I'm with you. Hey, Mike, I would tell them that they need to back off, and you're going to do your thing, and they're going to do their thing, and then later, where they're in hell burning forever, then they can get back with you on whether or not you made the right decision. But for right now, no dice. Don't
Quick
judge
counterpoint.
Mike.
I don't think it's a terrible, awful idea to live with your fiance before marriage. But if you don't want to, like,
Sure, right. Like if you're asking
everyone
for
else.
what I think you should do, what I think you should do is live with somebody before you marry them. But I think that what you don't need right now is more people telling you what to do in your life. Like you don't need an advice show. You need a show called like Back Off Mike, where just guys tell people
Step out my grill.
Get out Mike's grill.
Starring nobody.
yeah.
Yeah.
In everything, and like every major decision in your life, there will be just countless people that think they know it better than you because they've done it before, or they've seen it in movies, or they've read it in magazines. Tell them just to back the fuck off because it's your situation. Like, advice is always welcome, but at the end of the day, it's your decision, not theirs.
At the end of the day, step off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna interject here and just say that ignore everything that Justin and Travis are saying because you got to live with them.
Oh, you totally do, but you just don't need to listen to your friends and brother. Listen to us.
You got to listen to us because you got to listen. You got to live with her. Oh man, because she does some shit.
Idea.
She does some shit that you don't know about yet that you need to know about before you get betrothed. Like, what if she poops in the shower? That's not something you're gonna get until you share a residence with her.
Mike, can I throw this out? Two-bedroom apartment.
You're thinking that'll keep it holy.
Yeah, I'm saying he can live with her without necessarily caving in on the biblical teachings.
Hey, Travis. Hey, Travis.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, is not an RA that you can... We're not trying to fucking thwart the dean here, okay? Like, it's Jesus. He knows what's up. He's not fucking fooled by your chicanery. He knows the score. Like, he's not like, oh, looks like two different apartments from way up here. You're cool, Mike.
Where I sit, this seems pretty kosher.
You gotta get a 3-bedroom apartment, right? And then you guys sleep on the outer perimeter bedrooms, and in the middle bedroom, that's where the Holy Spirit sleeps.
Mm-hmm. Oh, leave a little space there. He'll appreciate the gesture, even though he will continue to hell forever. My body is ready for Yahoo.
Let me see if I can help you with that. Oh, this one was sent in by Gabriel Pinto.
Okay.
Usually these questions are just like super bad ideas, but this one is actually this one's actually a really good solution to an important problem. It was asked by ASDFVBSD, which makes me think that he took his name selection pretty seriously. And he asked, why don't they STD test everyone all at once?
Okay.
Like to kill off all of the treatable stuff and alert people with non-curable ones so they can not spread it and also treat it. Because like now, there is super gonorrhea that isn't curable yet. And this is going to happen with every curable STD eventually.
Mm-hmm. So he's
saying like just massive people roundup.
He's saying, hey, everyone on the earth, it's chlamydia day.
Okay.
And then everyone goes to the doctor and they get their chlamydia cured. And then guess what, guys? Chlamydia is gone.
So, okay. Wait, hold on. So, on one day, everyone in
Chlamydia
the world... Chlamydia Day. Yeah, thank you. Everyone in the world
On
would
the planet.
simultaneously go to the hospital.
Yes,
Is this
yes.
the concept? So
And they
far?
would have.
So the
we're
world
talking about-
grinds to a halt so we can get rid of chlamydia.
It'll be like the rapture, but for wiener disease. Is that what you're saying?
We got 3.5 billion dicks. We got 3.5 billion vaginas.
Uh-huh.
Let's just get them all peeped at the same moment in time. And then where did all of our diseases go? I don't know where my chlamydia went. And by my chlamydia, I mean the Earth's chlamydia. It's gone.
Okay, but real quick, just brain teaser here.
Okay.
Who checks the checkers?
They check each other.
They check
Okay.
each other.
What are you? I think here's the one of the infrastructure issues you're going to run into here is
Okay.
that you got to have a lot of beautiful people getting treated for chlamydia all at once, and there's going to be a line of other people waiting.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're going to rehook up they're going to go to the coat check room at the hospital.
At the hospital, the coat check room.
the
Go
coat
on.
check room,
The
and
champagne room.
the lab coat check room,
Uh-huh.
and they're gonna hook up. Hey,
Swap.
quick side note, not to derail us too much. Did you know that doctors sometimes prescribe beer?
No.
They have prescription beer at the hospital. Like if you're an
No,
alcoholic,
you're fucking with me.
they don't want you to have like the DTs there, while you're getting treated for something else. So they have prescription beer. Like,
Is it MGD64?
They will like prescribe you a cold one.
Oh, it's got to be the worst. It's got to be like Schlitz. Like he needs 30 cc's of Schlitz.
Shasta beer. It's like this is Fago beer, like beer. But yeah,
See, that's only going to help fuel the Chlamydia Day fuck party.
Oh, shit.
yeah, right. They're gonna open all the prescription beers, and they're gonna get crazy.
So what we've established here is that by trying to cure chlamydia, we create a perfect storm.
Ground
which
zero.
super
a
chlamydia
white
is created.
squall of pee-pee diseases.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. To the point where it like becomes corporeal and takes human form.
oh,
Yeah.
gross.
Like Mr. Yuck.
Like, and then you gotta call the Ghostbusters.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Obviously.
Guys, what kind of world do you want to live? Let me ask. There's two worlds that we can live in. And you can
Okay.
decide. One.
I don't want to
with-
be in the one with the man made of chlamydia. If that's
Well,
Option A.
do we want a world with a Golgotha-esque demon made of venereal diseases, or do we want to live in a world where super gonorrhea is a thing that anyone can get at any time for sitting on the wrong toilet seat?
that's a really when you make it the point like that, it seems a lot more compelling actually.
You can stay away from the Golgotha-esque demon. You can stay away from him.
No, the good thing about the demon is that it gives us something concrete to fight.
To fear?
So often you hear people say it's time for us to fight AIDS, but now it'll be like, no, really.
Oh, if you could like fisticuffs, just
Get
like
it-
go round and round with AIDS.
get a gun, hide behind those sandbags, and help us fight the
Do
AIDS.
you hear about
monster.
Jim? Oh no, what? Totally took out AIDS the other day.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Single-handedly.
Beat
with
the
a saber.
ever-loving shit out of it. Way to go. I'm uncomfortable with this question. Wait, I didn't know diseases can become super diseases if we let them go unchecked. Like, that's horrifying to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and our over reliance on antibiotics will make a lot of things untreatable.
Do you, well, do
And
you
then
know?
they evolve
Yeah. Well, do you know what we can
like
do?
Pokemon.
Do you know what we can do? Is catch them all. No, you know what we can do is
What?
get everybody to go to the hospital on the same day, and then just cure them.
Let's do another Yahoo.
Okay.
This is the questions, of course, that we've taken from the Yahoo Answer Service,
Stolen. If you
stolen-ish, and
Purloined.
and are answering them.
dragooned. How about this one? This
Okay.
one was sent in by Elizabeth Clevin. Thank you, Elizabeth. It's by Yahoo Answers user Haley Judd, who asks, do you think it's a bad idea to name your kids after characters of your favorite movie? I really want to name my future kids after Harry Potter characters, but nothing too overbearing. I was thinking names like Ivana Luna, Aiden James, Hermione Evelyn, or Evelyn
Nope.
Hermione,
Nope.
Lily Charlotte. What do you
Nope.
think? If you're Harry Potter fans, add some of your opinions of names, polls.
Okay, I like Harry Potter. Don't fucking do that.
This is my son Crookshanks Dobby.
Yeah, this is Dobby Crookshanks.
This is my son punch me right in the balls and throw me in a locker and leave me there forever.
This is my son, uninvited to every party ever.
This is my son fart in my mouth in gym class. So
This is my son get jacked on PCP and threw himself out a bedroom window. He's had a rough life. It's maybe dates back to, it's hard to pinpoint the exact moment, but it's probably when I decided to name him Hagrid Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans.
hi, I'm Stephen Voldemort, and I would appreciate it if you just stop bullying me just constantly.
And if you do not mind, please stop saying my name out. It's disrespectful.
It is troubling. Sorry, I'm not better at sports, but
And please, it's Steve, he who shall not be named. I'm Steven, he who shall not be named.
He who shall not be kissed.
ever or touched.
He who shall not be invited.
Don't ever.
He who shall not be successful.
Poor
Don't
kid.
ever do this.
Don't do this thing.
Don't do this thing that you're saying.
This thing you've said, don't do this.
Haley, don't do this thing because for the reasons that we've just outlined, and also Harry Potter's a book, not a movie, you dummy. I mean, it's also a movie, but it's a book first. And thirdly, there's so many other better movie names that you can use.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Condor Man. It's right there.
Condor Man. T-Rex from Jurassic Park
Yeah.
is my favorite character.
I mean, you could pretty much go any direction. This is this is my son Val Kilmer Batman.
Yeah. You have to be so specific.
Yeah, you really do want to be. You don't want him to be George Clooney just swarthing around with swarthiness as that Batman. You want that Val Kilmer Batman. That's a recipe for success.
No nipple Batman is the best Batman. It's the only Batman.
The only Batman.
Here's the thing: if you name your kid like Hermione anything, like,
Yeah.
who do you think you're fooling? Like,
That's
who do you
true.
think isn't gonna go? Oh, Harry Potter.
And you'd be like, no.
Just
No,
like
I
it.
was way into that name before Harry Potter came out, so...
The problem is you might be able to extract a name that would work for you, but you would have to get to make it a name that's not immediately identifiable as a Harry Potter name. You'd have to get so deep catalog that I think the effect would be lost.
Yeah. Definitely don't name your offspring Hogwarts, because that's not an attractive name. Also, I think that tomorrow everybody should go to the hospital at the same time so we can finally cure Hogwarts. I have warts just all up and down my hog. It is a bad scene.
It is a bad scene down there. Up until 2 weeks ago, almost all my meals were provided either by my loving parents or the surprisingly excellent dining facilities at my university. Now, however, I've been living in an apartment for the past 2 weeks, and in that time, practically all I've managed to put into my body is an embarrassing amount of delivery pizza and chain restaurant burritos. And fuck, I'm hungry. I'm sick and tired of this, and I need new things to eat. What should I do to broaden my palate? That's from Culinary Child.
This is oh man, God, your first 2 or 3 years out of college, you're gonna eat like an asshole, man. Mm-hmm. I ate like a jerk.
All I do is eat bacon and drink orange soda.
Griffin would come over to my house after he got out of college. He would come over to my house sometimes, and he would have things that were he would have bags from fast food places that were so scrouty out. I didn't even know they really existed. Like those places you see, but no one ever actually eats there. Like, did you go to Frost Top? What are you doing?
Chompers? That's not even a restaurant.
Who goes
Not
to
anymore.
Chompers?
Griffin, where the fuck did you find a Rax? Not only that, but I mean, I ate a lot of ramen. I would put hot dogs in the ramen and be like, "It's a meal now. Protein. What's up?" It's such a bad scene. You gotta do that though. You gotta learn. You gotta be carefully taught.
The two things that I can actually recommend is, one, find yourself a cooking guru, to use a popular phrase.
Is that popular?
Somebody on TV or who writes books that is sort of at your skill level, because there's different people are sort of doing, different television shows, different books are at a different level. I like Alton Brown a lot. You can get on board with him. And there's another guy, his name's the cooking guy, Sam Zien, I think, Zien, and just start making some of the stuff that looks the easiest, and you build from there.
If you go to the store, there are countless books that are written to be easy, that are like 3-ingredient meals and 10-minute meals, that kind of thing, that are designed for people that are just starting out in cooking and have no idea what they're doing. The only thing is to be prepared that it takes some forethought to do any kind of like cooking meals where you can't just throw a frozen pizza in the oven. You need to make sure you have all the ingredients for.
Get on board before you're hungry. I mean, get the wheel going before then.
I actually prefer the culinary stylings of Paula Deen. Because she cooks and eats like she's like she's gonna commit suicide later that day. Yeah, like fuck this. Like fuck it. I'm gonna make a burger out of donuts. Fuck you and fuck me. Bom, bom, bom.
She eats and cooks like her parents named her Severus Snape. She's just ready to just wrap it up.
And she drinks pudding, pretty much.
Out of a goblet.
Okay.
Yeah, so another good one is find recipes for things that you like to eat at restaurants.
Yeah.
Like taste just like, or copycat recipes, things like that, where you have something to weigh it against. Like, okay, I'm getting there because this tastes kind of like that thing I know I like.
Do you guys have a meal that you like, your go-to meal that you are like super good at making? That was one of the first things you learned how to make.
Like for real?
Yeah.
You could do, it's pretty easy, like Italian sausage and like chopped up, bell peppers and some Parmesan cheese and noodles, and like you make like a pasta dish, and it's like 4 ingredients. It's really, really easy.
That's a good one. I make a you boys have had it. They're like chimiritos. They're like half chimichanga, half burritos. Make them in the oven.
Oh yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
That's good. If you want that recipe, I'll make sure I get in touch. Actually, I stole that from Sam Z and the cooking guy, so track him down.
My jam is bacon wrapped dates. Super easy to make. I mean, you can't eat it for a meal, but you can make it for a party and roll up to it like, "What's up? Who brought this food?" And be like, "I made it."
Did you really do that?
Really? Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We had it at dinner that one time with Jordan and Jesse. And Jesse was like, "Oh, you can make those," and then I made it. It's like, you can just make them.
This isn't very funny, but it's
no, it's true. Go, everybody make bacon wrapped dates. They're gonna blow your mouth off.
Do you know
your
how I
face.
got started cooking? I got started, and it's kind of cheesy and funny, but this book called A Man, a Can, and a Plan.
You've talked about it before on this show.
Yeah, and you can make it with like 3 canned ingredients, and then I got started on that in college, and making everything else, But my advice right now is go to the store and just kind of walk the aisles and look for things that look interesting to you. And if you're like, ooh, maybe a pasta dish night, and then go to the internet and look up different pasta recipes. Find something where you're like,
don't get that recipe off Yahoo.
No.
Nope.
Take your sister's hair, and then
you can go to allrecipes.com. That's the one I normally use. I have an account there, and I have a little digital recipe box where I put all my jams, all my hot jams.
Have you unlocked enough food points to get any cool avatars?
Yes. All I do is browse recipes and give people comments, helpful comments like, too much pepper.
I unlocked the Mario Batali mustache yesterday, and that really lets people know what level of cooking skill I'm working with.
Listen, if I want to eat this week, I'm going to need some money. And to do that, to buy the food with the money, I need to go to the money center. Travis, who's driving this car?
Well, first, Joanna would like to wish her boyfriend Robert a happy belated birthday. They've been together 4 years. She's a biomedical engineer technologist, and he just finished a webpage design course. He's going to be 24. They both love video games. Oh, he's also a guitarist, and they live in Newfoundland, Canada. So,
is he
happy birthday, our neighbors to the north.
Is he a shredder or a plucker? Does it say?
He's a shred plucker. Shredder.
That can't always
I bet
mix
if you
them.
could combine plucker and shredder for a long enough, it would be some pretty righteous profanity. It was playing around in my mouth. I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to push out of here. Schrocker. Newfoundland is, of course, where Great Big Sea is from. They're a fine
Oh,
band.
yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
So that if you say hi, see them, just say hi. Jesse Wilson wants to congratulate Jordy Hoyt and Jill Krolik.
Whoa.
Was that good?
That wasn't very good.
Growlick?
Growler.
Jill Hermione. They, oh my God, they got married on Saturday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Talk about recent. Jordy is a programmer at Amazon. Jill's a scientist. And they got cats. And Jill loves squirrels. And Jordy loves beer. And their cats loves when squirrels drink beer. I made that last one up. But they were roommates originally. And then they fell in love.
Aww.
Yeah. But they said they started liking each other. But when I read it initially, it said they started killing each other. That's not what happened.
It's like, they have a Mr. and Mrs. Smith thing going on.
That's adorable. So congratulations to Jordy and Jill. Oh, and got one more. Tim Harrison is one of Andy Torino's closest friends, and it's his 23rd birthday on July 19th. Tim's awesome. He got a job at Formspring. He introduced Andy to our show, this program, and they're both Maximum Fun donors, which we love. And it's Tim's birthday, so
It was Tim's birthday.
it was Tim's birthday. We missed it
by about a week.
Sorry, Tim. Did my best. Did my best on the program.
When Tim met Andy, it was in primary school.
That I don't understand what that means.
Well, it was like how wizard school works.
Yeah. Okay.
Tim met Andy, and the first words he said to him were, "You have holes in your brain," which I think scared the shit out of Andy.
Yeah.
Wait, holy shit. Was that a Quantum Leap reference?
I hope so. I hope this friendship is founded on the back of Dr. Samuel Beckett.
Oh, you have Swiss cheese brain.
You have Swiss cheese memory.
Oh, with America's treasure, Scott Bakula.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott Bakula.
Thank you, Scott Bakula. Thank you, Money Zone. Thank you, Andy and Jesse and Joanna.
And
You guys
Scott.
are the best. And Scott. Give us a map, Scott.
Also, a quick correction.
Minor.
We fucked up last week. We goofed it pretty hard. You may remember the plight of Kim, who was honored in a message by Hayden. I said that Kim was a speech therapist and also in law school, and then I commented on how she was doing too many things with her life and how she needs to settle down, girlfriend. Turns out that Kim is a speech therapist and Hayden is in law school. She's just super lazy, I guess, and can only handle one thing at a time. So,
So we're marginally less impressed with her than we were last week.
more
We
impressed
are
with Hayden.
completely comfortable saying when Griffin was wrong.
Yeah, I was super wrong, and I'm so sorry. And please forgive me.
But hey, onward and upward. I recently moved.
Hey, wait a second.
What? Ah, motherfucker.
I can't do it. I don't got my geek.
Joanna loves Robert. Robert loves data. And design and webpage design. Jordy works at Amazon. Jill is a scientist. They love their cats, I guess. Hey, Andy. Hey, Tim. Did you fall in love? You didn't. You fell in friend. This song just got bought by John Cougar Mellencamp. He said it's like one of his. He said, Justin, it doesn't rhyme. Doesn't need to rhyme when it's about America. Capturing the American dream. I'm sorry, Kim. And Hayden. And America. And John Cougar Mellencamp. Thanks.
He listens, you know.
Yeah, he's a big fan. So I recently moved into an apartment with 2 other wonderful people. I'm trying to come up with a name to refer to it as. The ranch, the old place, but nothing is really stuck. My roommate and me are getting desperate. Help us. That's from Tom.
I think that the ranch and the old place and like the commune and stuff, that's pretty cool. But let me pitch this. What about like an old-timey southern plantation name?
Oh, wow.
Like if you called it like Belle Rouge.
Oh, my God.
I love that.
Listen, none of us,
This is my home, La Croix.
in our lifetimes,
The main point here is that the reason for naming a place is that it's easier to lure members of the opposite sex or same sex, if that's your bag, into it without it sounding like, let me come to the place where I sleep and, and make duties and showers.
I think it's important that this place sounds safe.
Safe. Do not go with the kill cube.
Whatever you do, avoid the honey trap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Welcome to my lair.
Welcome to the. Let's head back to the lair.
Ooh. The Fortress of Bonitude.
That's bad. Pussy Torture Zone is awful. Don't go with that one.
Yeah,
Chuck E. Cheese's.
you could keep the government off your tail by calling it something that is already prominent, like if you say the library or something,
Let's see, that works.
or McDonald's.
Ooh, what if you just called it like the Church of the Divine Light?
Oh
then
shit!
you
You
can
get
be
a tax exempt
tax-exempt.
status. Yeah,
Exactly.
very clever.
Kids
clever.
camp.
Wait,
Come on. I'm going to make love to you at kids camp. What?
Is that with a Z? Ooh, call it Space Camp. Everybody wants to go to Space Camp.
I think Space Camp is probably the best name.
And
we're
then
going
you
to
can
get.
make like all kinds of like, and I'm going to take you out of this world.
Yeah.
I'm about ready to launch.
Houston, we have a problem.
The problem is that I already launched. That's my bad. That's on me, Houston. You could get a console set up, like a whole,
Oh, yeah.
lots of knobs and switches in there. I love that.
And then pretend like you're talking to Houston just constantly.
Listen,
T minus
America
9, 8, 7. Yeah, this is all
This
going
is-
to work out super well.
Yeah, this is going to be great. Listen, NASA has discontinued its shuttle program. We got to have somewhere to go from here. The dream of interplanetary exploration is alive in my bedroom. Mm-hmm. So come, let us extend our national dream of traveling through the stars as I make brief love to you, and then later I make you something from the kitchen.
Which we call the galley.
We call it the galley, technically speaking.
Can we just name the house a person's name and then have it sort of be a character in their story?
Like, this
Oh.
is Steve the house.
This is Dennis. This is my house, Dennis. It's very spacious.
I live
Ooh,
in
and then you pretend like it's like haunted, and you talk to it, and you're like, Dennis, it's cold in here.
Wait, is Dennis your butler?
Well, it's more like a house spirit.
Dennis, your spirit your ectoplasm has given me a chill. How can you ever move, though?
Yeah, you
you'd leave
can't.
Dennis behind.
Got to burn it down.
Dennis,
As with all friendships, when you have to leave one of your friends, you must kill them.
if I can't have you, no one can, Dennis. Was Dennis the name of the house? I forgot.
Dennis
I
is the
forget
name of
what
the house, and it's going to be awkward because every time you walk into or out of the house, it's like Dennis is either eating you or throwing you up.
And don't go in the back door.
Hey, listen, I've had a great time talking with you tonight. I'd like this to continue. Do you want to crawl inside my friend Dennis's mouth and have sex?
Can we go in and out of the back door repeatedly and have sex with our house Dennis?
For Dennis' sake.
Why are you trying to have sex with the house Dennis? Why can't we not just at once have a question that's about
That doesn't involve
houses
me
that
having
have
sex
names?
with residences.
Yeah, like, why does it always have to turn so pornographic? Can't
Have you
be
guys
just
ever
about
seen that
houses.
movie Monster House?
Uh-huh.
It'd be like that.
It wouldn't, though. Would it? I mean, if you think about it, it wouldn't be like that at all.
Have you guys ever seen the movie The Money Trap? Starring Tom Hanks?
You're thinking of the honey trap.
The money pit, you mean?
The money trap pit. The money type pit.
Are you thinking they should name the house the money pit?
Can they name it?
Scott Bakula?
Can they name the house Scott Bakula?
This is my house. America's
treasure, Scott Bakula.
America's treasure, Scott Bakula. I live in him.
Hold on.
I live inside Scott Bakula.
Can we take it to the next level?
Okay.
Can the three of you, assuming you're not on a long lease, that you would be penalized for leaving, can you just go live inside of Scott Bakula?
Like inner space style?
Like inner space style, live in his guts.
Are you saying they need to invent shrinking technology?
Shrink technology. Where do you live? Just send that letter straight to Scott. Just P.O. Box Scott. And
I've attached some notes and stuff to his eyeballs so I can read it too.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a
Don't
minute.
read my mail, Scott. That's weird. All these letters just keep getting mailed to me, but it just says Scott on it. It's like, oh, that's mine. Just eat the letter. I'll get it. If I could control Scott Bakula's body from the inside starting inner space, Quantum Leap 2 Day 1. You guys don't even know. Leaped again. Oh boy, here I go again.
So you...
There are tiny people in my body making me make this poor decision.
Basically, Scott Bakula's manager would get a call, and he said, "Hi, is this a manager?" Yes.
This is definitely Scott Bakula. These definitely aren't people inside of Scott Bakula.
So wait. This has gone from living in Scott Bakula to controlling it like Meet Dave style.
Yeah.
Like you're inside Scott Bakula's head,
That's
piloting
where we're at,
him.
Travis. Keep up.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly the situation. Can you put me in a TV show? What kind?
Quantum Leap is pretty good.
You know how we've been itching to start on Quantum Leap 2, the sequel to a TV show? That thing that, of course, people do all the time.
If they're bringing back Dallas, can't they bring back? I mean, they're bringing back.
I'm willing to bet they wouldn't call it Quantum Leap 2. I think they could just call it Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap, some more.
As everyone knows, he took a brief sabbatical and never returned home. He's still out there leaping.
He is. That show had a very ambiguous ending. I'm saying it's up to us to shrink ourselves, live in Scott Bakula's body, and control him to create Quantum Leap 2. Still leaping.
Yep.
Leaped again.
How much money? How much salary do you want me to push for, Scott? Just the regular amount, however much I
can
normally
we
get for shows.
Can we 3 times that money? Can we triple it and then split it with your?
And then shrink it.
I got a lot of mini mouths to feed. I have mini mouths to feed. I mean, by which I mean tiny mouths that live
Can we
inside
make
me.
Scott Bakula giant? So that we don't
Okay,
have
so you're
to
saying not shrink down, we just blow up Scott Bakula.
Oh my god, you guys have just set up a reality where we can have a battle between giant Scott Bakula and giant gonorrhea. It's the two of them waging a war. A kid, lasers shooting out of his eyes. He's leaping. Although I don't know why he would have laser technology. He's just big Scott Bakula.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
bigger.
why not? I mean, if you're going to shoot for the stars, shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
Don't limit yourself here. We got to dream big.
So we're all going to go to Scott Bakula, get inside him at once. And what if we just gave Scott Bakula the antibodies to fight gonorrhea, and then it would just you would live inside him and be cured?
Oh, okay, so he's like an incubator.
He's like a water slide, is what you're saying. Like every person on Earth would have to go through Scott Bakula's body, and then they would be free of diseases. I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, more
Scott
more or
Bakula
less.
needs to eat everybody. Is what I'm telling you. Giant Scott Bakula, not regular Scott Bakula.
So to answer your question about what to name your apartment, Scott Bakula should eat everybody in the world. Glad that we could help with that one.
No, giant Scott Bakula should eat everybody.
Sorry,
in the world.
I meant to say giant Scott Bakula.
If regular Scott Bakula eats people, he's Hannibal Lecter. It's he's
and so
cannibalism.
then he absorbs all the gonorrhea and then flies into space and explodes, saving everyone on Earth, but sacrificing himself.
This rain is really weird. It smells like Scott Bakula and gonorrhea in a rain form. Why did we come out today? Let's stop this game of catch. I'm over it.
Let's do a Yahoo.
All right.
This one was sent in by Joseph Hennessy. It's by Yahoo Answers user Ryan, who asks, how can I successfully become a creepy person? Hi, I would like to become a creepy person, not just to the eyes of one other, but for everybody. What procedures should I follow in order to become an Fattest creepy person? Thanks.
What?
Excuse me?
I feel like getting on Yahoo Answers is a good first step in the right direction.
You are fucking halfway there. Are you kidding me?
I think that beginning your Yahoo Answers question with hello is a good step to hello, Internet.
Hi.
I know one in particular. It's me. Ugh. Talk like that. That's good.
There's the best answer as voted by Yahoo Answers users is their username is just period. It's just one period, and they said, never frown, even when you're sad, because you never know who's falling in love with your smile. So basically, just do that. Like, basically,
Oh,
just do
God.
what that person just did and said to you
Say those things to people.
in that exact order.
The secret to being a creep is to imagine a reality in which Paul Giamatti has no acting talent.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can act like that, like Paul Giamatti, but without the redeeming quality of his wonderful acting, that to me is the quintessential creep.
A second, I thought that you were just saying if you want to be a creepy person.
The attitude that someone would have if Paul Giamatti didn't have any acting ability.
Yeah,
if
like,
Paul
oh.
Giamatti had never acted.
Paul Giamatti sucks at acting. Oh, that guy's... You're such a creep for saying that. I thought that was what you were saying at first.
No.
You know who
I'm
I
saying-
hate? Paul Giamatti. Ew, get out of here. You.
Get out of here, you
Oh,
creep.
I thought you were talking like an alternate reality kind of circumstance where if we lived in a world where Paul Giamatti
Was bad
didn't
at
have any
acting.
acting ability.
Oh shit! Or he just never tried it.
Yeah.
That's fucking Ep 1. Listen, Giant Sam Beckett, Paul Giamatti is never gonna act. You've got to convince him to go to the audition, and then
Oh, boy. Oh, God.
Sorry. Let's stop the show.
my shit. Here's the thing: if you ever see me in person, just walk up to me and say "Giant Scott Bakula," and I'll just start. I promise you, I will always find that idea entertaining. You know what the worst part about doing this show is? I'm gonna have to walk out my office door, and I'm gonna walk in a world where there isn't a Giant Scott Bakula, and here in this sphere.
Can we stay in this dreamscape forever?
Well, listen, we thank you for coming into this dreamscape with us. We're so happy to have you, and so happy that you guys have stuck with us. If you get a second, tell somebody you know. Say, hey, listen, this show is going to start slow, and then at the end, it's going to really go on a journey. So I need you to go on it with me, because I can't do this alone, I'm afraid. And share the show. Share the show with somebody you
If
care
you
about.
know Scott Bakula, can you try and get him on board? Because I feel like we had some pretty good ideas for him.
Career-wise.
Some real advancements we want to make to his career. I think we're really going to turn this
We're
whole
really
thing
going to
around.
blow him up, and then we're going to blow him up.
And then we're going to blow up his cell. Because, God, everybody wants a piece of him. And they can.
Mm-hmm.
He's large enough that everybody can get a sliver. This is my chunk of the Berlin Wall, and this is my chunk of Scott Bakula that I took.
This is my glowing piece of that radical rock.
This is my piece of the aggro
Hey, your
crag.
mantle's fucking weird, man.
It's a weird mantle, dude.
Got some weird-ass tchotchkes up in here.
If you go to MaximumFun.org/Jumbotron, you can do just like Joanna and Jesse and Andy did, and say something to a friend. Corporations, if you got a business you want us to plug, we do that too. We got forums. It's also at MaximumFun.org. As long as you're there, go check it out.
If you want to send us a question or a Yahoo question, our email is mbmbam@gmail.com. You can just shoot us one there.
Or MBMBaM at MaximumFun.org.
Yes.
Either one works.
Thank you so much to John Roderick and the Long Winners for letting us use the song "It's a Departure" as our theme song. It's on
Go
the
buy
album. It's on the album "Putting the Days to Bed," which, no joke, is a fucking phenomenal album, and everybody should buy it.
Say thanks to John Roderick is just at John Roderick on Twitter. So say thanks to him. Say hey,
Hey, you rock really good.
you walk so right. I see on here that Isolated in Indianapolis owes us a cheesecake. Is this accurate?
Yeah, she let us know that, we talked last week directly to her boyfriend and told him to move. And then she, I think, made the mistake of listening to the episode with him. And now he is moving to Indianapolis to be with her. And she informed us that her cheesecakes are, in fact, amazing. So, in my opinion, she owes us, but more specifically me, a cheesecake.
The good news is we helped save this relationship. The bad news is that someone did one of the things we told them to do.
Yes.
Which we cannot stress enough. You really should not do that.
Don't ever do that.
Unless you are Scott Bakula.
Speaking of which, thanks to Bob Ball, who does our intro.
Thank you,
We
Bob.
love him. I went to Red Lobster with Bob this week.
What'd you get? Cheese rolls?
What?
Did you get some of those cheese rolls?
Did you endless
Yeah.
shrimp?
What do
Did
you-
do endless shrimp?
A day with a Red Lobster visit without Cheddar Bay. What's the point?
Are we
Why do
talking
you do it?
scampi? Are we talking fried? Coconut?
A little bit of both. You know me.
Nice.
Mix and
So,
match.
thanks to everybody. We love it when you tweet about the show on Twitter, with which seems like the best place to to put tweets. Just use the MBMBaM hashtag. People are. The best thing about it is when people don't tweet anything about the show, just something that's going on in their life, and then put the MBMBA have a hashtag for some reason.
I like that,
Hey,
though.
I like that. Just keep it going. Share the show with people. And hey, if you're telling somebody about it or if you're tweeting about it, put out a link to our sampler. It's bit.ly/it's MBMBaM. So do that.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks. We love you, Griffin.
This final Yahoo was sent in by Golly Ayali. Thank you, Golly. It's by Yahoo Answers user !, who asks, did you ever guest star on the Golden Girls?
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been my brother, and me. Kiss your dad. Square on the lips.
Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Man, these girls are smart, 3 stacks. These girls are smart. Play your part.